Welcome back. Now, they were the least fancied yet most significant Springbok team of all time. The Rugby World Cup winning class of 1995 assembled at Ellis Park in Johannesburg today, the scene of their greatest triumph to commemorate 20 years to the day since that momentous final. The whiff of nostalgia was heavy in the air as the 1995 Springbok team pulled up in the team bus at Ellis Park. And off stepped the heroes of 20 years ago, the men that stood up to the All Blacks in the final and played a huge role in giving South Africa something to celebrate.
We are the luckiest sports people alive to go through such an event where we had a sense that it was big in terms of building a nation, but in our wildest dreams could we never imagine that it would be so profound. And 20 years later, we're still reminded of that.
Just to think what happened on that day, giving me goosebumps. You know, we're almost standing on the spot where Joel Stransky gave the drop goal to winners the Rugby World Cup.
You walk on with this bunch of players around, I think, is the special thing. To see UST, albeit in a wheelchair, and to see the, Andre Joubert and Morne du Plessis standing over there. I think that's what makes it so special this time around, and that's really about the people element.
The 1995 Springboks were never really given a chance. Dismissed as a ragtag bunch, they went on to stun the rugby world. And they have a bit of advice for the current Bok team as they prepare for the World Cup in England in a few months' time.
People ask me, what are we going to need to win? We had so many lucky moments in that World Cup. It was almost as if it was meant to be, and it was the happy ending, and maybe the country needed the happy ending. So maybe again in 2050, we need a happy ending.
We never got a chance when we, in 95, no one said or even thought we were going to win the World Cup. They said we'll do well if we get to the quarters. So anything can happen.
I think the current crop has got the making in them to do well in the World Cup. I think the main important thing is to get the right players on the field, not to have too much old players in the side.
These players were part of a moment in history. It'll probably never happen again. They remain the inspiration for every Springbok side that has followed.